What you see before you is 1846 as it was, a fur trading post here on the boundary with Mexico. At this time, we're about 50 days from the nearest town to the east.
In the decades following the Louisiana Purchase, explorers, hunters, traders, and businessmen began crossing the continent. Bensold Fort became their haven.
Of course, a mud castle like this is unusual for most people from back east. They'd never seen anything quite like this before.
The fort was a significant center for fur trade on the Santa Fe Trail, anything from beavers to bison.
Very isolated trading post, but they're able to live and survive here in the Great American Desert, trading primarily with Arapaho, Cheyenne, Kiowa, Comanche Indians, mainly for brain tan buffalo robes.
Bent's Fort housed upwards of 60 to 65 people during the peak season.
And that's the winter time. Summer season, all of our wagons are on the trail, hauling those furs to Missouri, and then they return later on with the trade goods from all over the world.
The white men would then barter and trade with the Native Americans from teepee to teepee.
Tea from China, wine from France, guns from England. Colorful goods that the Indians are very attracted to, dazzling their eyes.
The fort stood strong on these isolated plains for 16 years.
It was much like a ship on the ocean. Merchant ships have cannons that bristle out the sides. Here we're in a short grass prairie ocean, so if we're attacked, everyone's called to help defend the fort. Could be rival trading companies, could be disgruntled employees, could be most anyone. So if you hear that bell in a bell tower, make your way to the bastion and be ready to defend the fort.
Eventually, the escalating tensions between Indians and whites and a cholera outbreak killed the trade, and Bensold Fort eventually abandoned. The fort now protected by the National Park Service, serving as a reminder of its significance in shaping the West.
We want to provide the visitor the most accurate rendition of our time period that we can.